Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, I am here to talk about a slugfest. A slugfest at 135 pounds that took place this past Saturday night on Golden Boy live on the Zone. Main event between tremendous lightweights. The favorite coming in, Floyd Schofield, one of the top lightweights in the world, 22 years old, coming in with a record of 17 wins, no losses, 12 knockouts, and with something to prove. You know, young, strong lion like himself, very good talent, good boxer, puncher, likes to mix it up as he showed with Rene Tellez Giron out of Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, Tellez has always been one tough customer. 20 wins, coming in with 20 wins, 3 losses, 13 KOs from Querétaro, Mexico. Man, tough as nails, solid chin, good punching power, mixing it up. Tough Mexican fighter, you know how that is. Coming in with 3 losses, and the 3 losses is to, well, yeah, 3 losses. One to Michel La Salsa Rivera, Giovanni Cabrera, and Jose Matias Romero. 3 good fighters in his at 135 when Michel La Salsa Rivera was a lightweight. But always been a good customer, man. Tough customer. Um, Carlos Balderas. He remember Carlos Balderas. Both those guys were going at it, and he was able to stop Carlos Balderas, who was undefeated at the time when they fought, and who was a high promising prospect, and he knocked out Balderas. Anywho, Schofield and Giron got into a potential fight of the year candidate. In the last 2 rounds, these two guys were really going at it. Schofield going down, getting dropped twice. Um, won the fight with wide scores: 116, 111, 108, 118, 109. Pretty wide scores, but a really, really competitive fight. Really hard fight for Schofield, but Schofield showed his mettle, showed his grit, showed his heart, showed that he's got a future in this sport. He's for real. He's no slouch. When it gets tough in there in the trenches, he knows he can show that, the heart and the fortitude and the will to win to get it done, to get himself out of that mess, and don't fold. And he showed it, man. He was getting hurt, but firing back, not being discouraged, standing his ground with Giron, and Giron, of course, liked that stuff, and he's just, okay, let's do it. Let's freaking do it. And it was just an exciting fight. Um, Even while being on steady feet, Schofield just letting his hands go, throwing bombs, trying to match Giron's toughness. And yeah, man, it was a fight that really showed Schofield is here for real. He's here to stay. He's a legit threat at 135. He could be that potential to be he's got a lot of potential to be a future world champion. And sky's the limit for that young man. Sky's the limit for that young man. Schofield, ladies and gentlemen, let's see in the rankings. Schofield, so Schofield's ranked number 14 in the IBF. He's also ranked, let's see, number 2 in the WBA, right behind William El Camarón Cepeda, who will be fighting Tevin Farmer. And what should be a good fight. Likely Cepeda wins that fight. And if he does, then Floyd and Cepeda will likely fight each other next in what should be another tremendous matchup. Schofield in there with another tough Mexican fighter in William El Camarón Cepeda. Of course, the man in that weight class, in that organization is Gervonta Tank Davis will be taking on Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach coming up in weight to fight Tank. Um, so yeah, Schofield versus Tank is a great fight. So if Schofield was to beat Camarón Cepeda, that'll be a tremendous matchup in itself. Even Cepeda versus Tank. I'm all for it. But just want to come out here and talk to you guys about that tremendous fight, guys. You know, last video, I talked about Oshaki recapturing his title from Robinson Code Sao in a tremendous fight. And then now Schofield um, grinding it out in a hard fought win against Tellez Giron. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Host Crew. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.